and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Oldsmobile Bravada, an SUV they used to produce before GM gave it the boot. It's got some old tech, you see, a GMC 360. Don't be picky, get a Bravada, cause cargo room has got a lot of power. It's got plenty, these are cheap so it's not spendy, so you got that extra cash for Wendy's. It's all-wheel drive, which is kinda whack. They call it Smart Track, rather it be a 4x4. It's an Oldsmobile. Back in the day they used to have a rocket to wheel. Now finished with the inline 6. Olds was out of new tricks. They used to pack a V8 for GM, I have nothing but hate.
That was my rap. I know it's kinda lame though. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.
Love Oldsmobile, that's my word, for real.
Welcome to today's review. Today we're doing the 2004 Oldsmobile Bravada. This is a very nice vehicle and we're going to take it for a drive. I want to go ahead and thank my subscribers for subscribing. Please don't forget to share and subscribe, like, all that. Now, I bought this a couple weeks ago. I sold the Montego. I wanted something different. So, I came across this, and it's like it popped to me. And so, I got it. You can find these relatively cheap. I bought this one for around $2,600. They are very nice. I think, in my own opinion, I think the Bravada is a lot nicer than a Trailblazer. I hope this doesn't bother you that I shaved the beard. I'm growing at that. It comes really nice equipped with 17-inch tires.
Wait, what?
It comes really well equipped with 17-inch wheels. They're alloys, very nice. 4-wheel disc, ABS, the works. Let's go out and take a look and see how you get, how comfy it is. So, get inside. It's actually really nice. You got your power seats and the power lumbar. You actually get in very nicely. I have very, very good amount of room. And to me, it's very comfortable. Like I said, there's tons of room. All right, let's take a look at how much room's in the back seat. I have the seats pretty far back because I like having a lot of room up front. It's not bad. It is a little on the smaller side getting in and out. It could have been elongated a little more, but I sit in there okay. The seats are kind of down low, but there's a good amount of headroom, but a lot of it is taken by the sunroof mechanism. But it is nice, and yeah, it's not bad. This is pretty cool. Back here, there is the climate controls, which I'm going to show you. It has separate climate and radio controls for people in the back. Now, how cool is that? And it actually, let's see, it has its own blower that you can turn up and down, which is really cool. And you can change it to just floor heat, which down here you can see there's floor vents, which is pretty neat. Or, just dash, or just a vent up here, or both. That's very neat. We're going to go and turn that off. And, of course, you have your cup holders. You have your cup holders here. And this is old, so it doesn't always close right. The passenger side, as you see, always very roomy. I got a couple things in there. I went shopping. Really roomy. Power lumbar for them. Also, as you can see, it has the heated seat as well. Now this is an SUV that's part of a line of SUVs using the GMT 360 platform. And what that platform consists of is vehicles like the Oldsmobile Bravada, of course the main Chevy Trailblazer, and the Chevy Trailblazer, the Buick Rainier, the Isuzu Ascender, the GMC Envoy, and the Saab 97X. That is a lot of SUVs based on the same platform, which is pretty nuts. There's technically three engines across the platform. The base engine is the 4.2 liter inline six. Yeah, that's right, inline six, which you don't hear that too many these days. Then you have the always great 5.3 liter V8. And then the SS, if I remember, in the Trailblazer came with the 6.0. Now, with the Oldsmobile, it was interesting because they never gave you the option to have a V8. They only came with the inline six, which is okay for this generation of Bravada, because the fact is, this is rated at 275 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. Now, given, of course, there's more torque in the V8, the horsepower was around maybe 20 more, just 20 more than having inline six. Of course, you go to the SS Trailblazer, you're looking at a whole different ball game. It's like 390 horsepower. Unfortunately, when it comes to these, they are all mated to the 4L60 GM transmission, which we all know eventually ends in finding neutral. You get if you know memes. The Oldsmobile Bravada is essentially, it's rebadged engineering. It's a Trailblazer. The Trailblazer was the main vehicle, and this generation Bravada was based on that platform. Now with the exterior, like I said, it is pretty Trailblazery, from like the roof line and the rear. The front, they did relatively good on trying to disguise the fact that it's a Trailblazer. The headlight and grille fascia is pretty nice. I think it's a beautiful combination for Oldsmobile, how they kind of did the split grille thing. It was pretty nice how the grille is incorporated with the headlights, and then you kind of have vents along the bumper, the top of the bumper. So there's plenty of air coming in. It has a very nice, smooth, rounded front end, very different from the Blazer, and it's not bubbly like the Buick Rainier. It's not bad. It's definitely really nicely done, and to me it's really a shame that they didn't put a V8 in this, considering Oldsmobile, unfortunately, Oldsmobile was dead since the late 90s because GM cut the cord. They pretty much gave up on it. They were trying to be as cheap as possible. The Aurora was awesome. I still want to get my hands on Aurora. If you have one and you're in Pennsylvania, let me know in 6 months. This thing has rain sensing wipers, which is pretty amazing for 2004, I think. That technology's not, it's still in only somewhat higher end cars even to this day, but it's amazing. I just found this out recently, that it has rain sensing wipers. And fun fact, GM actually created back in the 50s a rain sensor to put the top up automatically on the Cadillacs, on the convertibles. This rides very smooth down the highway. It cruises very nice. The handling is very tight. Suspension is smooth, though a little rough on bumps. And it's a standard, it's standard 4-speed automatic transmission. Isn't that bad. It's a little sluggish. The gearing is very tall for my liking, but it gets up and goes with that inline six really nicely. This has what they dubbed for Oldsmobile as the Smart Track, which is essentially it's all-wheel drive, and it works very nicely. It automatically engages when the rear wheels slip. The front wheels engage, and it works very well. It's not bad, of course. As always, tires are a factor when dealing with wintry conditions. And driving it doesn't feel that big. It is a fairly decent sized SUV. And if I remember correctly, it kind of competed with other vehicles like the Ford Explorer at the time. It's a very nice casual driving vehicle. If you want to take on a road trip, it's not bad. The heated seats work amazing. I have to turn them down because my ass starts burning. It works nice, comfy. There's ample space. There's tons of space in here. You could fit people in here comfortably. So the interior is set up pretty nice. You have your light switch, dimmer, dome killer, which I like that. That's pretty neat. Steering wheel controls are pretty neat. You got your OnStar stuff, the radio, more radio. Then this controls the little screen there, the trip thing, mileage. Look at that mileage. And the steering wheel is the same all the way across, pretty much the same all the way across the GMT 360 platform. Now, this is where things get interesting. Usually with like the Trailblazer and all the other ones that you can select the 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel, there's a switch somewhere around here. But this, oh my God, this drives me nuts. This is absolutely ridiculous. The rear wiper control is right there. So like, I literally saying when you're driving, yeah, it's still it's in a very awkward spot. Like, it really is. Like, I don't understand. And anyway, glove box, finger in the corner of the screen. Here you have your OnStar controls for help OnStar or turn on and off the compass that it has, which is neat. You have this sweet little memo recording thing. I know the old Mountaineers had them, and I think Ford Explorer, the Limiteds had them. These are the HomeLink garage things. This crap, this thing, sunroof. Maybe it's just because of the age of the vehicle. I do feel the seats start to feel a little hard after a very long time. You gotta kind of move around. The sides don't really hold you in that great. It's more of a plushy thing. But the seats are comfortable. And there is pretty good, decent support. It would have been nice if the headrest kind of, adjusted and moved forward a little bit. But it's not a bad ride. You sit in here nicely. You have plenty of room. Massive steering wheel. Gauges are well laid out. Well, guys, I am freezing my ass off out here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you to Cynthia for being my Patreon, supporting the channel. If you guys want to support the channel, just head on to my Patreon, Yfet's Take. Like the Facebook page I have, and just, again, thank you for the support. I hope my channel continues to grow. It's going to be a little rough for me the next few months, but I'm going to get, past that. It's life, things happen. So work with me here, subscribe. I'm going to try to do some content for, other garage stuff, or, if you want to see me do something, maybe, comment, maybe I'll do it. I'm still trying to get accustomed to doing all this. I haven't, life's been a little intense lately, and I'm going to start focusing more on this. It's just a shame that, again, somebody mentioned it in the last this guy right here, he anyway, again, thanks for watching. If you want an SUV, old school, not too bad, you don't want a V8, you want something different, find yourself a Bravada. I definitely recommend. Nice, great car. Somehow it sensed some moisture right now. There's a little, snowflake here and there. You can't see it because it's really just here and there. It must have just got it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, subscribe.